mention, I've got a phone call. I spoke to Natan. He's on his way. I know the hour is late, and it's been quite an incredible movie. But we'll have refreshments, and then those who can stay, those who want to stay, he will be coming. I do apologize. The traffic, there was a massive traffic jam, and that's why he's a little bit delayed, but he is coming. And he's coming from Tzfat. I just want to mention something quite interesting. When Nati spoke in Jerusalem a few months ago, he told us something that isn't in this movie. First of all, you saw that he was at Osameach, and the lady in the narration, she said that he's fluent in 12 languages. He's actually fluent in... He's, okay. Nati's fluent in 14 languages, including Yiddish. And he studied at Osameach and also at Brisk. So it's a place where you study in Yiddish. He's fluent in Yiddish as well. And when he went for his conversion, on the day of his conversion, I think this could go down in Jewish history, when the rabbis in Jerusalem, which is a pretty severe Beth Din, they're very strict. When they interviewed him, they couldn't believe his answer, the answer that he gave, and they asked him more questions, and he quoted Gemara. And I don't think they'd ever heard a recent convert quoting Gemara. Anyway, he converted on the same day. So I don't know in Jewish history if anybody's ever been converted on the same day that they've arrived at the Beis Din, which is quite an enormous feat. Another thing which is quite interesting, they mentioned his time in apartheid South Africa. So in 1988, he was appointed by the Supreme Court to be the official German translator to the Supreme Court in South Africa, which is incredible. You know, this was in the time of apartheid. Because he was from Swaziland, he was looked at an honorary citizen. And I don't know, I'm sure a lot of you remember apartheid South Africa. Wits was one of the few places, Wits and UCT, and also all the shuls. I just mentioned today to somebody who's also converted. But non-Jews, blacks in particular, were never ever told to ever leave a synagogue or a Jewish hall. In fact, at my wedding, when I got married, I worked in Soweto after I qualified, and I had a few black, well, the person who was in charge of me, a black doctor and black nurses and Indian doctors, and I invited them to my wedding, and they came. And they were in the Oxford Shul Hall, and everybody got on very well. The dental school, the only place we could have our dental ball, interestingly enough, we couldn't even have it at the Carlton Hotel, or even no hotel would accept a racially mixed group, or definitely not a group of dental students. But at the Oxford Shul Hall, that's where we had our yearly dental ball. So looking back, somebody who came from Swaziland, who went through such enormous tribulations and what he went through, it's quite remarkable. So I really want to thank you all. You've been a most amazing audience. And those who can stay, I really, it's hard for me to say this because the hour is late, but have a few refreshments. He is on his way, and then he'll be able to answer any questions that you would like to, and I'm sure you're very interested to ask him. So thank you very, very much.
Yes, I really am. Just before anybody leaves, please, I know that it's hard, but he's coming. He's on a nearly 3-hour journey to get here, so let's try and give him the kavod of having something to drink provided by Les and come back.
And once again, I really want to thank Lynn, and I want to thank the organizers here, and our co-sponsors, Wits alumni, Telfed and World Mizrahi, and especially Protea. You all are part of a very, very special home, and it's such an honor and a privilege to be here.
Thanks, Les. You have a question?